The Stage is a very, very, very special song to me on a number of levels. Obviously, it's the song I wrote for my husband to give him as a gift on our wedding day. And you might think, oh, you're a songwriter, that's like the laziest gift. But dang, it was so much pressure. It was really, really hard for a number of reasons. One of them was obviously, just the pressure of getting the song right. I started so many different songs. I had so many different approaches I took. Like, I remember writing songs about how we first met and things like that, and I didn't really like any of them, and it was really hard. There was this like sense of writer's block that I don't usually feel, and it was settling in. But then there was also hiding it from Patrick, because I spent pretty much all of my spare time with Patrick. The only times I wouldn't see him are when he goes into the office for work, and pretty much every other moment of the day we would be hanging out together, so I had to hide things from him, and that was really hard to do. I actually had a Google Doc file, and it was called something inconspicuous, like parody song lyrics or something like that, and the first page or two I just put in like actual parody songs that I'd written, and then like on the third page I was trying to write these songs for the wedding gift, and that's where it all came into existence. When I went to go record the song, that was quite hard to do because the recording studio is actually really close by to where the office Patrick used to work is. So there was this kind of secret ninjaing around, and the whole excitement of it being all sneaky was kind of drowned out literally in sweat, because it was in the middle of summer and the guitar in the case is really heavy and it was a bit of a long walk. So it was really interesting going to go record and doing it all sneakily, because usually I try and show Patrick what I'm doing. I'm like, what do you think of this? How do you like it? And this is the first big recording I've done in a very long time, because I was very occupied with the wedding and with moving to a new home, a new house. So I hadn't done this in a while, and it was really hard not just asking for Patrick's opinion on the secret song I'm making for him. This is actually the first song with proper production that I've released that features my guitar clock on it. All of my other songs have Unit, which is my previous main gigging guitar, so clock is my newest main gigging guitar, but I hadn't done any big recordings after getting clock, so this is the first time that clock has had a big feature. I remember sitting in the recording studio and there was a 12-string guitar there, and I was super, super tempted to record the song with the 12-string guitar, but we ended up running out of time, and that's the only reason that I didn't even pick up the 12-string guitar. And it's funny because after the song was recorded and after Patrick and I had the wedding and we'd gone off to America, then I got my very own 12-string guitar, and The Stage sounds amazing on 12-string guitar. It's almost like it was meant to be on 12-string guitar, but obviously in the recording it's on 6-string guitar. With the music video is actually our wedding trailer video. So this video was made at our wedding by the photography and film group that was covering our wedding, and it is our official wedding trailer video. They also provide us with like a full video of the full wedding, which is multiple hours long or however much, but that's the trailer video for our actual wedding. And it's really nice because they covered all the main parts of the wedding. And that's really good because I mean, on the day it just flew past. It was like a hurricane, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Okay, you leave now." And we're like, "What?" We just woke up. What's happening? So there was a lot of that. With the video, they cut out a little piece of Patrick's speech. Patrick had a big, nice, long speech at the wedding. And he mentioned me in the speech. It's interesting that they cut that out and put that into the video. So that's not something I directed, that's something the company did. I thought it was really, really sweet of them. And obviously really, really sweet of Patrick. I also did a speech at the wedding, but it was a facade. It wasn't actually a speech. It was meant to come across as I was doing a speech, and then 1 minute into the alleged speech, we had people bring out my guitar and a microphone, and I started singing a song for Patrick. And during me singing this song, we actually had people come out and join me. So first of all, my dad came out and started singing with me, and then Bon, who plays violin, came out and sang with me, and then Jonathan Ong, who plays piano, came out with a mini piano, this cute thing, and started playing piano as well. And then it ended up with this group of 4 people performing this song for Patrick. And it wasn't the stage that we were performing, it was The Loveliest Guy I Know. So I think it's kind of meta that you've got the very first song I wrote for Patrick in this video just hidden away in the last song I wrote for Patrick before we got married. So I think that's kind of cool. The wedding had a Pac-Man theme to it because Patrick and I met over Pac-Man. I sat beside him on a train. He said, "Nice phone," because we had the same phone and technology. But we got talking and I found out he is a tech person. And I said to him, there's this game that bugs me to no end, and it's Pac-Man. How come when Pac-Man eats, he never gets fatter, but when I eat, I get fatter? It's not fair. It's just not a true representation of reality. And over the next few months, actually, Patrick made me the game Fat Pac-Man, where Pac-Man has to find a treadmill, otherwise he gets too large and he gets stuck in the Pac-Man grid. And we got to know each other during the time that he made this game. So we had a Pac-Man themed wedding in honor of this. Part of the things we did to make the wedding Pac-Man themed, and in fact video game themed in a way, were actually really subtle, because we went for a mostly traditional wedding. There was a lot of family there. Patrick especially comes from a very traditional background, but we did a lot of very subtle things. So in the morning, the girls had their dressing gowns said player name, game loading player name, and then their names. We had, actually during the church ceremony, we had a string group and they were playing video game music, but it was video game music that sounds like it could be classical music. And we had other things throughout the day. One of the other ones was that we had these wonderful bonbonnerie bags that were little Pac-Man bags. We had a candy buffet, and that was all Pac-Man themed. All the little candies were named after Pac-Man related stuff or video game related stuff. We had a VR guest book where people could write in VR for our guest book, and during the actual reception we had remixes of video game music going on in the background, and at the very end of the reception everyone got a little bubble blower, and it had like next level bonus round, end of game or something like that, and they were blowing bubbles from these little bubble blowers that had this pixel writing on them. So we kind of subtly managed to weave that in. Oh yes, and the cake. How could I forget the cake? The cake was incredible. The cake was actually done by Patrick's auntie, and she's like, boss, I tell you. One of the most special parts of the wedding day is that we managed to fit in Doughbox Diner, and Doughbox Diner is Patrick's happy place. It's his favorite place, I think, in the world. It's a 1950s style diner, and Patrick loves retro diners. He loves everything about retro diners, the music, the aesthetic, and of course the thick shakes. He loves everything about it. So we've been to Doughbox Diner many times for special occasions, and we definitely were very lucky that they agreed to let us add Doughbox Diner into our schedule for the wedding day. The staff at Doughbox Diner is so lovely, and they made that stopover visit so memorable and fantastic. And it's like you have this big traditional wedding, and in the middle just this thing that's completely out of the box, and the entire wedding party was there, and just got to hang out and have thick shakes and like buffalo wings and totally non-fancy food, but it's just tasty. Overall, the stage and the stage music video are a documentation of the best day of my life, the best feeling in my life, and the best day of my life. And I really hope that when you watch the video, you feel those feelings, that you feel the love, you feel the excitement and the joy. It's truly the most wonderful thing. So I really do hope you enjoy the stage and the stage music video. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, I would love for you to hit down that subscribe button and also the bell notification button so you can be notified in future when I put up videos. Also, I'd love to do a massive shout out for everyone who is a part of Ninja Club. Your support and encouragement is absolutely invaluable. Thank you so very much. If you're a fan of what I do, I encourage you to check out Ninja Club. There is a link at the top of the description box, and have a wonderful rest of your day. You rock all the Lego blocks.